the world keeps spinning around, do you ever think of me? When your ears catch the waves of my sound, do you wonder how things could be? Hair slicked back, racing down the coast fast, all dressed up, no place to go. Northern California needs some heat. Next to me's an empty seat. Feel the wind through my hair as I pretend not to care. I arrived just too late. Wipe the tears of my moog as my heart turns into stone. Dirty trees you really great. As the world keeps spinning around, do you ever think of me? When your ears catch the waves of my sound, do you wonder how things could be? Guess I'll show you that we're cool. Guess I'll tell myself I'm fine. Guess I'll act like it's all good. Guess I'll never call you mine. Guess I'll show you that we're cool. Guess I'll tell myself I'm fine. Guess I'll act like it's all good. Guess I'll never call you mine. Paid house once, guess that's shame on me. Can't repair what's incomplete. Where I'm from, there's always pouring rain. There's no kiss to keep me sane. Just like a dying star, you and I won't get far, but my logic don't make sense. Wipe the tears off my moog as my heart turns into stone. Off to rebuild my defense. As the world keeps spinning around, do you ever think of me? When your ears catch the waves of my sound, do you wonder how things could be? Guess I'll show you that we're cool. Guess I'll tell myself I'm fine. Guess I'll act like it's all good. Guess I'll never call you mine. Guess I'll show you that we're cool. Guess I'll tell myself I'm fine. Guess I'll act like it's all good. Guess I'll never call you mine. Never meant to let.
Wahoo!
God.
There we go. All right. I think I've done everything that needs to be done. Cheers.
Cheers.
Although, Mountain Dew Kickstart. I haven't had one of these in a long time.
Dude, I don't remember the last time I had one of those. I didn't even know they still existed.
Yeah, not too bad. In the sugar department, only 19 grams.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, not bad at all. Check the dew. That's all right. This hair product doesn't like the heat.
I mean, it's Arizona, of course. Nothing can survive that.
Yeah. Let's see. Got 2 viewers right now, so that's cool. Where's the mouse? There it is. Okay. We'll keep that up there. Bada boom, bada bing.
Bada bam. I don't know.
Put that down. Okay. Hopefully, we can be heard.
Well, can you hear yourself in the headset?
Yeah, what I'm curious about is if the fan is getting picked up. I don't think it would be, but let's see. We're going to do Inception right now. Can you hear the fan?
Yeah.
A lot?
Not a lot, but you can definitely tell.
Yeah. Well, I think it would be.
Well, your nuts are going to have to be hot.
So long, fan. A lot?
Not a lot, but you can definitely tell.
Alright. We're done with that now. Okay. So I guess we'll officially start. Ooh, text message.
Not yet, apparently.
Yeah, no, sorry, that was work. Oh my god, it's immediately so much hotter now.
You work in the heat.
I know. Alright. 3, 2, 1. What's up, nerd geeks and gamers alike? It's your boy Nerdy Nick, back with best friend Josh.
What's up?
For another episode of the NSquared podcast. This is the second time now that we've decided to go live with the show. So we are now a live streamed podcast where you can catch us on this YouTube channel, NerdyNick_91. That's my OG YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have time to catch the full stream, you can catch us on Apple's podcast service as well as Spotify and wherever else you find your podcasts. We upload every Thursday, typically. So
we'll try.
Yeah, if you can't watch the full stream here, head on over, subscribe to the podcast, and get the full show at your own pleasure. So, age-old question, and we always start off with this. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Oh, man. So, I've gotten back into Call of Duty.
You're back in the booty.
Yeah. I know. I'm one of those guys again. Dude, the game's changed a lot.
Yeah, so, how so?
Well, so for one, it doesn't play like the guns don't feel like they used to. It's a little bit more stiff. Yeah.
Okay.
There's that.
Keep in mind, haven't played Call of Duty in how many months?
Dude, the last time I played was when I played with you, so it's been...
That was before I moved into this house in February.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, I hopped back in because my brother was like, hey, I just got a PS5. Let's play some Call of Duty. He's like, oh, shit. Let me re-download Call of Duty. Because I deleted it a few days ago.
Yeah.
Because I haven't touched it in months. Let me...
That's what she said.
Oh. But yeah. And the menu looks completely fucking different. It's like hard to navigate. It looks like... It kind of feels like what Black Ops 4 looked like. Where it's just kind of like a mess with a bunch of shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Fun time. So,
new maps though, so there's that.
Okay. So, there are a lot of, Chanchitos sweets out there?
Well, the thing is, since I've been off of it for a while, I'm pretty sure...
I need to borrow some sweets. Sorry. I had to.
I'm pretty sure, whatchamacallit? Like, my rank has gone down.
Snarkcast up in the chat. What up, buddy?
What's up, Snark?
I don't even know the last Call of Duty game I ever played.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh. I've been, I've been keeping up with them a little bit too much, and I was disappointed with Vanguard and Cold War.
I like the stories.
The stories were good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, what was it? World War II and Vanguard I liked a lot.
I mean,
story-wise.
Don't get me wrong, I like the stories in pretty much all the games. They do good jobs. They're focusing too much on the multiplayer now, and it's like really, like with Modern Warfare 2, the story is like, you can beat it in like 2-3 hours.
It was pretty short. I do remember that. But one of my favorite moments in Call of Duty, story history is the vehicle mission towards the end.
Oh, in Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are you like...
Where you're like upside down and shit at one point, and then you jump from vehicle to vehicle.
See, they did that really well.
That was like some Mission Impossible shit.
See, and like, they obviously they're able to make really good stories. They need to focus on the stories again.
So Snorcast says, not much, just watching the EVO finals at the moment. They're doing Guilty Gear Strive, which I'm not interested in, but I'll be all in for Street Fighter 6. Yeah, I didn't realize EVO was taking place right now. Normally that's something I like pop in and out of. But just been so busy, man. Mm-hmm. Been so busy.
But yeah, no, been playing Call of Duty and Fly FF. I've kind of stepped back from Destiny because Season 22 is going to be coming out in like the next week or two, so...
Okay.
I'm just kind of burnt out on it. I'm like, you know what? Let me play something else while I wait on the new content.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, shit. What have I been doing? So, worked a lot this past week. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Friday, I didn't even get home till, like, close to 7. Yeah. But the times that I have been gaming. So, I recently, I don't know if I said this before, but I beat Doom 2.
Yeah, you were telling
okay.
last podcast.
So, I was like, you know what? I'm still craving that fucking old school FPS style game. And they have all the Dooms on Game Pass.
Ooh, nice.
So, I started playing Doom 64.
I don't think I've ever played that one.
So, that is like the true sequel to Doom 2.
Ah.
That's the one where he gets stuck in hell. Or not stuck, but stays in hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where Doom 2016 takes over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The original release kind of fucking... It's a good game. I
Mm.
really like it. Some of the levels are really short, though. Thankfully, there's a good amount of them. But the original release was one of the darkest looking video games, and it was extremely hard to fucking play.
Really?
Because it was so dark.
Oh, I thought you meant like dark as in like...
No.
You know, thematically dark.
No. Like, you would turn the brightness up on the game all the way, and then turn your TV brightness up all the way, and then you would get, like, somewhat of a decent picture out of it. But what I like about the new one is it's, like, remastered on Xbox.
So they kind of upped the brightness on that?
Right. But I still took it upon myself to turn the brightness up all the way in the game. Either way, in the game settings. So I've been working through that. Again, some more Fortnite. Haven't bought the skins yet still. Because last time we talked about it, I was like, fucking $20, bro.
I know.
I don't want to, you know, I'm fine. I've got Goku. I've got the Goku skin.
Are you sure you don't want that Venom skin?
Bro, I don't even know if it's still in the store, to be honest with you.
You missed out, man. You missed out.
Snark says, think Doom 3 without the flashlight. You ever play Doom 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like,
That's dark.
Yeah. What I liked about... So, Doom 3 is like, it's like an alternate branch timeline kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was, in essence, like a reboot of Doom. Because it's restarting a story about how scientists and whatever open a portal to hell on Mars and all that. But they call it Doom 3, which it's whatever. But what I did like about that game is it was a horror survival take, and you could only have your flashlight or your gun out. You couldn't have both out.
Yeah.
So that added to like the tension, you know? And I mean, at the time, I was like fucking 13 maybe when it came out, and I was starting to dabble into like actual horror games and whatnot. You know, I did when I was a kid, but it was like by sneaking around my parents to play it, you know? And I was finally, you know, able to play that game, and there's like some good jump scares in there that would get me, and I would always play with the lights off too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I was, you know, fucking...
See, I never played any scary games with the lights off. I would have them on. Most scaredy cat when it comes to scary games, okay?
And you're the one that's telling me to play a fucking Dead Space and shit?
Okay, Dead Space is a masterpiece. Dead Space has really good story, really good jump scares, and really good gameplay. So
Right.
I can handle it because the gameplay is that much fun.
Yeah. Snark says, also Doom 4 was supposed to be a Call of Duty style version of the series. So glad that game was canceled, and Doom 2016 was its replacement. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Did you ever see the canceled footage?
Mm-mm.
So it was Hell on Earth, and that's I think what the subtitle to the game was going to be called.
Hell on Earth.
Yeah, and you weren't the Doom guy. You were just like a rebellion fighter or something along those lines. They did repurpose some of the assets from that game and use them in Doom 2016, Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
That game was stuck in development hell for a long time too. So
Hey, I mean, Doom 2016 though came out. It was really fun.
mm-hmm.
It was great.
I remember at first too, because I was part of like the open beta testing.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I was like, when it came to like the multiplayer and all that, I was like, man, this feels like Halo, and I don't know if I want Doom to feel like Halo. But then I started really getting into it, and I was like, this fucking multiplayer is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that they went away from that multiplayer and with the multiplayer that Doom Eternal has.
Yeah, the 2v1.
Like, I get it, I understand it, but what they should have done was they should have added that instead of replacing it.
Right, yeah, it definitely should have been an addition to it. Yeah, because, I mean, you've seen me play when it first came out, the multiplayer. It was fucking brutally hard.
Oh, I know.
Brutally difficult. I mean, unless you were... I don't know if... It probably was cross-platform. So, you know, dudes...
Probably.
Like, I've seen some guys pull off amazing shit playing on PC. You know, but they have the benefit of keyboard, mouse,
Yeah,
and
that's
everything.
why nobody wants to play with PC players because it's too much of an advantage. They try to complain about auto aim and all that, but honestly, half the time auto aim screws you over.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, especially when we used to play Call of Duty, I would be aiming at someone, and then all of a sudden there's someone else
Running
in my field of
across.
view, and it's like, no!
I know. Dude, I've had this happen before. It happened not only in Call of Duty, but it happened in Destiny too. Where I'm aiming at somebody and somebody in the background, behind the person I'm aiming at,
Yep.
like a good distance away but still visible, is running across. And the crosshairs go, whoop. I was like, what the fuck? How does that make sense?
Yeah. So, yeah, I've been doing that.
Well, not auto aim, aim assist. Auto aim's the hacker shit. Sorry.
Oh, right. Whatever. And then I've been playing some more AEW Fight Forever just for the fun of it, you know. My character has 3 titles now. So when I walk out, I've got the FTW belt, and then the World Championship belt, and the TNT title.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How you gonna do it once you get 4 belts? Where are you gonna wear the 4th one? Around your neck? Or on your shoulder?
I think that's what they do.
Around the neck?
I think so, yeah. Or it's like sideways strap, you know?
See, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about Brittany's character?
Oh, I already beat the story mode with that one.
Did you do no losses?
She lost twice.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
'Cause he had a flawless run going for a good minute.
I did. I think she lost twice.
Damn.
And then I'll let Evelyn play through with her character.
Nice.
Oh, excuse me.
nice.
But yeah, man, not a whole lot of gaming has been taking place this past week.
This has been pretty busy, huh?
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. And then, by the time I kind of get around to gaming at night, I'm like, I didn't live stream once this week. So I was pretty upset about that. But once I get around to gaming, I'm like, okay, I've probably got a solid hour of energy in me. I just want to pick up something and play.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have time to get invested in a story or whatever. I am fucking sweating, bro. It is hot in here. I'm turning the fan on for a minute.
Dude, how are you sweating?
Dude,
So you're wearing shorts and a regular tee. I'm wearing pants.
I generate a lot of heat.
So do I. I'm chunky. I'm a chubby dude.
No, that's like insulation. I got fucking engines running at all times.
You got them
It's
guns.
fucking hot. Yeah, I'm constantly burning calories just doing nothing.
Jesus.
So anyways, deal with the fan for a little bit, the noise, but not a whole lot of gaming, and went to the movies.
Oh, you saw...
We saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Mutant Mayhem, which I'm not going to review at all. I'm not going to touch it because I think everyone needs to be able to go around and see it.
Yeah.
All I'll say is see it. That's all I'll say is see it. Because what I want to talk about is way too spoilery, and I really don't
basically what we talked about earlier.
Yeah, I don't want to give a watered down version either for a non-spoiler review.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Oh yeah.
Are we even doing a podcast recording like Spotify or no?
Fuck. Why didn't you remind me of that?
Cause I thought you had it set up. Oh my god.
You know what? That's okay.
We'll just do a live podcast day.
Yeah, today will be a live podcast day. And what we can do after this is go on to Spotify for podcasters, record a little quick message to divert people to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Yep, because this will be up on the YouTube channel. So, no losses there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh well. Oof. Snark said oof. Oh god.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof indeed.
Right? Oh man. Well,
Oh,
no
that-
commercial breaks today.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Oof.
God.
That's perfect. That's it. That's what I should have titled this episode. Oof. Oh man. So make sure to like the live stream. Give it a good old share if you would.
Yeah.
And while we're at it, let me turn this mouse back on. Let's give a shout out to today's sponsor.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Snarkcast says, "Oh, so does this mean you won't go to picture-in-picture?"
Well,
We are now, motherfucker!
right? Well, I mean, there's no picture in picture,
Right.
but it's close.
So, today's episode of the NSquared podcast is brought to you by Game On Expo, Arizona's premier gaming and anime convention located in Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up very soon, August 11th through the 13th this year. Let's head on over to the guest page, and you can see the exquisite lineup of guests this year, like Nolan North, voice of Nathan Drake, and more, like Rick Toffen. I love fucking Call of Duty Zombies.
Right?
Steve Bloom, voice of Spike Spiegel, Tom from Toonami, Baraka, and more. And this is where it gets really sweet. Christopher Judge, aka Kratos, Sonny Soljic, Atreus, and Ryan Hurst from God of War Ragnarok, Thor himself. And also, good old OG, Sons of Anarchy. And as you can see here, we've got plenty of guests like Radical Reggie, John Hancock, Brett Weiss, Master Daniel Pacina, the OG ninja from Mortal Kombat, Carlos Pacina, his brother, the OG Raiden, and more. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Can't wait to see all of these guys and gals. But let's not forget the booths, the Retro World Championships happening and taking place. Look at that gold, baby! Yeah! This is up for grabs this year. Woohoo! So pretty. So make sure, if you can, head on over to Game On Expo, taking place this upcoming Friday through Sunday in Phoenix, Arizona, 11th through the 13th, Phoenix Convention Center. We will be having a panel on Sunday the 13th at 4 o'clock. Can't wait to see you all there. And until then, game on. And that's normally when we'd take a break.
Right?
But now we don't have to. Oh, that wasn't very big at all. Yeah, she is.
Anyway, you still gotta. I
I
don't know
know,
if Sean is watching, but you still gotta.
Yeah, from the $3 tip last show.
I know.
It'll happen. I just need beer, and I'm not drinking until game on. All right. So, let's go ahead and hit our first topic.
Oh, fuck. Dude, I have like this. I don't know if it's like my muscle that's sore or like I gotta crack my back, but it just hurts right here.
Oh. Alright, sorry, there's a slight delay. I have a work text real quick.
Oh, God. See, this is where that pause helps.
Right? I mean, I guess I could do this. After these messages, we'll be right back. But I don't need to do that right now. It's fine. Smooth transition. I love that.
Aw, dang. Snorks says, wish I could make it, but there's that little issue of me living near DC.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah, of course. Totally understandable.
Yeah.
And I would hate for you to fly out here during this time of the year because it's going to be hot. It's hot here where we live. It's 104 right now.
But Phoenix
But
is a
Phoenix,
whole different monster, yeah.
It's going to be like 90-something here while we're gone. And it's going to be like in the triple digits. But it's supposed to get up to like 116 or something like that.
Damn.
And over there, it stays hot all day and all night.
Oh, I know. I've experienced that before. Oh, my God. It's horrible. It's like at night. It's like you have no rest. It's just hot. Hot all night. It's like, what? 90s, almost 100 degrees at night. It's like, it doesn't feel like nighttime. It just feels like they shut off the lights and that's it.
Yeah, because all the heat just stays in the streets and in the buildings and everything. It fucking sucks. It's so hot.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was my second or third game on. I can't remember. Went bar hopping at the end of the night.
Oh, God.
It was fucking miserable how hot it was. Snark says, yeah, I can't do hot. It's 72 outside and I still have my fan on. I mean, bro, you're preaching to the choir. I got the fan running down under the desk right now. Here, I'll turn it off for a little bit. There we go. All right.
You can't handle the heat.
Dude.
You've been here all your life and you can't handle the heat.
No, I fucking hate it. I don't know why. I legitimately do not understand the thought process of some fucking settlers back in whenever this place was founded.
Right.
Strolling through the fucking desert middle of nowhere going, you know what? This place, this is it. No water, no cover,
Let's build.
no livestock, plenty of creatures that want to fucking poison you, kill you, eat you. This place, right here.
They must have been Australian.
Fucking A, man.
I know, I don't get it. I mean, the only reason we're here is just life circumstances. Plus, I mean, there's AC, so that helps. I don't think I'd be able to survive out here without AC.
Dude, no way.
Nah.
No fucking way.
Like, not even. I don't get how people did it with swamp coolers back then.
And swamp coolers fucking suck over here.
Oh, I know. It just makes it humid. It doesn't make it cooler.
Yeah. So, first topic of the day. We talked about it last week. Legendary Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman, has passed away after a 6-year battle with cancer.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever seen Pee Wee's Big Adventure?
I don't remember.
Okay. Are you familiar with the gas station in Southern California that has giant dinosaurs outside of it?
Ooh, what? No.
Okay. So it was a pretty iconic scene in the movie
Yeah.
where Pee-wee and a waitress from the truck stop gas station go up into the dinosaur, into the mouth to watch the sunrise.
Oh.
And it's an iconic thing. When you drive past it on the freeway, it's kind of also in the middle of nowhere. You just go, oh, those are the fucking dinosaurs from Big Adventure.
Yeah.
You know, it's a very, very big thing. So, they did something very awesome. the Cabazon dinosaur seen in Pee-wee's Big Adventure has been repainted in honor of Paul Rubens' death. So, they painted it with a Pee-wee Herman suit.
That's great. That's adorable. It's amazing.
Yes, they were also in The Wizard, which is a movie that Josh was supposed to watch.
Dude, I just found like a site where I could watch it this morning. Okay, it took me a minute.
Right, so let me go to the dinosaurs on this episode of the NSquared podcast and show you just exactly what they did. It's very touching, very sweet.
And just so I can confirm with you, this is the one he's talking about, right? So I'm going to be watching that
one,
later.
That one, yeah.
I'm going to be watching this later. I got it.
So, and they did this really quick, too, might I add. Because, let's see, I grabbed this article from comicbook.com on Friday. We did the podcast last Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, within a matter of 4 days, they repainted this whole dinosaur in honor of Pee-wee. And you can see right there, they put a heart with Pee-wee on it. What I like, too, is they complimented, with his white shoes. I mean, it's just...
Hey, that's respect to them, man.
Yeah. It still makes me really sad to know he's gone, man. I watched a clip on... Oh, wow, that's them painting it. I watched a clip on WWE's Instagram today.
Mm-hmm.
And... yeah. I watched a clip where he was one of the live hosts for... It was when they were doing this, like, every week on Raw, a new celebrity was the host.
Yeah.
This was back in, like, 2009. And he was a host. And there was a storyline where the Big Show was his cousin. Yeah. So fucking funny and whatever. But I was like, I was wondering if WWE was going to do something along those lines because, he was a part of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it makes me... I don't know. I'm sad, man. I'm really sad about this one. I don't know. You never... I don't know. You never really think about it till it happens, man. With, like, some iconic people that you thoroughly enjoyed their work throughout your life.
Yeah.
But it is really cool to see that they pay tribute to him like this and did him justice like that. Check this out. So someone got a Pee-wee figure, and in the background you see the T-Rex dressed just like him. That's pretty awesome, man. Long live Pee-wee, dude. Take a sip for the homie.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They can't see us. Cheers. All right.
Enough with the somber shit.
It was touching, not somber.
It was still somber.
Next topic. Also from comicbook.com. Ed, and Eddie returns an unofficial sequel titled Peach Creek. It's got a different art style. They're a little bit older. Looks like they're in high school. I watched a few seconds of it, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's got a grab bag of a voice cast, I think the one that I recognize the most was Brock Baker. He's the one I think I've showed you before where he sings Smash Mouth's All-Star, but in different voices.
Yeah.
He's a part of that.
I don't know how I feel about that kind of news. They need to stop making like either continuations or remakes of past stuff. I get it. It's hard to come up with something new, especially when there's been so many different kinds of shows, movies, and all that, all different kinds. But they need to stop with this whole, we're continuing this or we're remaking this.
Right. Let me go ahead and switch up the display here.
All right.
So we have Peach Creek's official, what do we call it? Twitter still, or is it X now? I don't know.
I don't know.
Official social media page.
Yeah.
There we go. It's described as the unofficial sequel to Ed, Edd and Eddy, not affiliated with Danny Anatucci or Cartoon Network. So yeah, we can see here, art style is kind of similar, but also really different at the same time.
Yeah.
So we have the Ed boys here front and center. So, Ed, and Eddy.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what this masterpiece of a show is. And then we've got the Kanker sisters, right?
Well, that's those two, and then that one, right?
Yeah, these three.
Then who the fuck is that other one on the...
Right here?
Yeah. I thought that was one of the Kanker sisters.
No, that's the girl that likes the cool kid.
I thought that was her on the left. Behind,
Oh!
Yeah, because remember, one of the Kanker sisters had long hair, and she had, like, that buck-tooth look.
Okay, yeah. Well, then maybe that is her. I don't know. It's hard to tell. And then you have Ed's sister, and what was his name? Johnny? The kid that had the braces and stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's Johnny.
Yeah. And then Rolf, son of a shepherd. And Plank Kid. Can't remember his name. Was that Johnny?
No, that wasn't Johnny.
Anyways.
No, wait, that might have been Johnny, yeah.
Yeah. Episode 1 now has English subtitles. Spanish soon to follow. Yeah, I don't know. It's something, alright. See, this is what I love. The original Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yeah.
You know? This looks very... Talk about somber.
It looks very edgy.
I really don't know how I feel about it.
I can tell you right now, I don't like it.
Yeah, this isn't it. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I'll have to give the first episode a good watch again. Because to be honest, I did not watch the entire thing. I watched just a couple of seconds of it. But it had my interest because I was like, what? Okay, well, let me go check this out.
Yeah.
And it started off probably with the first, 30 seconds to a minute of just showing scenery and some of the guys. But they didn't say anything, and I was like, oh, is this going to be one of those things where it's just kind of like a slideshow of panels stuff?
Oh,
or
yeah.
is this going to be a real show? But there is voice acting in it, of course. I don't know. I'll have to give it another look over. I'll have to give it a real honest shot, is what I'm trying to say.
I can tell you right now, it doesn't look like it's going to be that good.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. Now, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the actual topics today. So, let me go ahead and type this out, because I can only type and think at the same time. I can't type, think, and talk. So, Josh, why don't you spew out some garbage?
Wait, hold on. How are you not able to type and talk? Like, really? You know what that reminds me of? What was it? Legally Blonde. That one lady that can't chew and walk at the same time.
I've never heard of that.
Have you not seen Legally Blonde?
No.
Oh,
I've heard of that, but I haven't heard of that scene.
It's a really dumb movie, but it's great. It's that so I forgot why, but they go over this whole thing about chewing gum and walking, and the chick literally cannot do it. She literally chews, walks, and like stops chewing to walk. Walks a little bit, stops, then chews again, stops, then walks a little bit, then stops. And what are you looking up?
I got it. Don't worry. All right, back to the show. Movie night.
What?
Oh, it's my wife.
I know, but like I saw that. It's just
movie night. Maybe because of The Wizard or Pee Wee Herman. I don't know.
oh god.
All right. So, main topic of the day, of the night, whatever. And this is gonna. I know we're only 3 topics in, but this is gonna take up a good amount of time.
That's fine.
Actually, before we get to that, we skipped last week series of summer cinema. We need to run over that.
How dare we?
How dare we?
Is that what she meant by movie night?
I don't know.
Oh
no,
my
because
God.
she didn't.
No.
Oh no, we're not watching Legally Blonde.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah. Snark
It was my
says,
fault.
just as long as it's not Pee-wee in an adult theater. I mean, okay, we talked about this last time.
Yeah.
What the fuck else are you supposed to do in an adult theater?
I mean,
Right? I think he got a bad rap for doing what you would think you're gonna do in a fucking porno theater.
and the thing is, like, you're not allowed to have, like, you know, recording devices in there, so you can record and take it home.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I guess you could just buy a whatever. Oh, by the way, I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to say the P word. So we got to say corn. Because
Oh,
terms of service and stuff.
I thought you were talking about, like, that word.
Oh, peen. All right, so bringing it back around. Talking about. Never mind. Okay, so on the bright side, he released a new doll complete with Turbo Fist. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
All right, staying on topic now.
Okay.
Series of summer cinema is something we've been doing on the podcast where we talk about movies that give you all the good summer feels, man. All the good vibes, the bombasticness of what it means to be a summertime flick. And with summer kind of winding down now, kids getting ready to go back in school or are already in school, like down here in Arizona, we've already started this past week. I thought, you know what? Time has been flying by. Time has been flying by with, like, the fucking NOS.
I know, dude.
You know what I mean?
Dude, like,
Zombie in the chat. What up, guys? Watching on the go, but drop the like. Yo!
yo.
What up, Zombie? I was just like, you know what?
Dude, it felt like just yesterday we did this podcast. But it's been since Monday.
Yeah.
Dude, it's wild.
The ultimate summer movie is Jaws. I would agree. I would agree. That's a pretty. I mean, staying on topic. It's so fucking hard. Yeah, like time has just been like this, right? Like maxing out the RPMs.
Yeah.
You know, going fucking 100 miles an hour. And I was like, holy shit! You know what? I feel like this summer has just been so fast and furious. Oh, look at that pun, baby! Look at that pun.
Yeah, that's why I was giggling the entire time, because I was seeing where he was going with it.
Yep.
No, it's been going so fast, like with the NOS. Going 100 miles an hour.
Yep. So today, hey, let's go ahead and zoom down.
Oh, there you go, picture in picture.
Yeah, picture in picture. Zombie says, because we are adults, that's why time is flying by. More responsibilities, less time for gaming. Yep.
Make me a kid again. I want to game for like 16 hours a day.
So,
That's what I used to do.
The Fast and the Furious came out in 2001. Got a critic score of 55%.
See, that makes me furious.
And
That
an
movie-
audience score of 74%. I have to disagree with both fucking scores, but that's not what we're here to do. We are here to talk about why, who, what, when, where, and why this is a series of summer cinema flick.
Hey, if we're gonna be talking about the fact that it's a summer movie,
Mm-hmm.
we gotta defend that movie. What the fuck's up with that score?
Let
Right.
me see if I can find the release.
74 is just barely
Okay.
passable, barely agreeable,
Okay.
but
So, this is officially a summer movie. You know why?
why?
Because it came out June 22nd, 2001. June 22nd just so happens to be the very first day of summer. How do I know that? Because my birthday is the day after. And I am officially a summer baby. Oh yeah. All right. So, The Fast and the Furious debuted in theaters June 22nd, I was going to say 2021. 2001. Lord Kiza, what up? Fish, Lee. I love it, man. I fucking love it. Came out June 22nd, 2001 with a box office gross in the United States of $144.5 million.
Damn.
That pulled through. I wonder what the budget was.
Well, it's... you gotta say the magic words.
Oh, pull that shit up, Jamie.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild. Does it sound like Rogan yet? Wow, DMT, man. Wow.
Oh, wow, their budget was $38 million.
So they definitely made a good amount of money in this.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go over the cast. So if you don't know by now, this is a movie about family. It's going to take us forever to get through this.
I know.
So we have Vin Diesel as
Family.
what would you say? Main and protagonist, antagonist? It's hard because he's
both.
He is the villain, but also a good guy?
Well, okay,
Because
so...
Paul Walker's character, Brian O'Connor, R.I.P. in the chat for Paul Walker, real one. Brian O'Connor gets assigned to basically go undercover, infiltrate Dominic and his gang, right? His family.
Yeah.
And basically figure out who is robbing all of these semi-trucks of their fucking VHS, TV, DVD combo players. Now listen, 2001, and mind you, this movie was probably starting filming in late 99, early 2000 to get a 2001 release. Mm-hmm. So back then, while that was being filmed, it's like, holy shit, look at this technology! This is gonna be expensive, it's gonna be the future, we gotta do it! Hot ticket item. Lord Kiza, 243 million adjusted for inflation. Damn. So the budget, so 40K, what? Huh?
What?
And back in 2001, 38 mil was about 20K. Holy shit. What? I'm confused.
Yeah, what do you mean by 20K?
I don't know. I'm stumped.
Yeah.
Can you clarify that in the chat, Lord Kiza, what you're talking about?
Purdy, please.
My math's not mathing right now.
Yeah.
That doesn't mama the Mia.
Oh my god!
Woohoo!
Oh my god, you fucking idiot.
All right. So we also have Michelle Rodriguez as Letty, Dom's love interest. Jordana Brewster as Mia Toretto. Vin Diesel's Dominic Toretto's little sister. We have Rick Yoon, who plays Johnny Tran. Johnny Tran. He's the film's real villain.
Well, that's the thing, though, because, like, they steal shit, though. So, they're still quote-unquote villains.
Yeah, but you know what? He killed Jesse. Played by Chad Lindbergh. Like that fucking transition? I sure do. That was smooth.
Oh my god.
Alright, and we also have Johnny Strong playing Leon, Matt Schuzel playing Vince.
Dude,
Wait.
I can't hear Leon without thinking of Resident Evil 4.
That's not him, is it? That doesn't look like the guy who played Vince. No, I don't think that's the right picture.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been a long
Ted
time.
Levine playing Sergeant Tanner. Ja Rule playing Edwin.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Ja Rule was...
Monica! When he lost the race.
Yeah.
Yep. And a bunch of others, right? So, let's talk about the movie, the setting. Downtown LA, the deserts for race wars. the garages,
The cars, the babes.
the family. All right, so let's tie it in with some gaming, shall we? Need for Speed Underground wouldn't have been a thing if this movie didn't take off. I'm putting it fucking out there. Was street racing fucking popular and shit at the time? Modding your cars, you know, the fucking rice burners and shit? Yes, absolutely. But this film boosted that shit into the mainstream, the public eye, and all of that.
I can't disagree with you there at all. Like, yeah, you're right. And then fucking Need for Speed, like, it made you feel like you were part of the Fast and Furious series.
It made you feel like you were family.
Oh my god.
So, one thing that for me makes this a summer film is the setting. Whenever you see people, it's always super sunny. You know, it looks hot.
Oh yeah.
You know, you see people sweating. You know, they're down by the beach in a scene when they're racing the Lambo or Ferrari, because that jackass goes, Ferrari. You can't afford it, pal. I've seen this movie way too many times. I fucking love it.
I don't know. There's so many things about it. You know, it's just not just that, but like even the music makes it feel like summer.
Right. Now, real quick. Going to also say, I should have said this earlier in the chat or when we started the show. We're doing something new now. So, if you want to ask us a question, click on the donation link. And we have $1 tier to get your name. Was it name shout out? Well, no, I've been doing that all the fucking time. I think we need to readjust this shit. Sorry, this is a new thing. We don't normally do this whole tipping shit and all of that. But we need new equipment, guys. We're going to do a timeout, do a little advert here. We need some new equipment, more equipment. As we can see here in the video, I'm the one with the headset. We don't have one for Josh yet. We have a Yeti mic that's just standing right here, so you hear that all the time whenever someone's... So we want to get a mic arm as well, and possibly another mic. So any and all money that gets donated to the channel, or to the podcast rather, stays with the podcast. So last show, we got some donations. This show, we just want to keep it going so we can get the proper equipment and continuously improve the quality of the show. That includes to eventually getting a new webcam that can do 4K. Because right now I have an old Logitech that does 1080 HD, whatever.
That's so 2005?
Bro, I bought that like fucking 5 years ago, okay? It's still working. Is it the best? No, it's not. But anyways, guys, so Yetis are good.
Are you talking about the mic?
Yeah. The Blue Yeti.
Well, I mean, we need an arm for
So
it, though,
Lord Kiza says, Yetis are good, though. I get paid Monday, baby. Stream then, please. Oh, will do. There we go.
Oh, we gotta switch to Mondays now.
Yeah. Or we could do... we need to get together and do a fucking schedule.
I know.
We need to get together and do a schedule. Because I think not only should we do the podcast live from here on out, but we should also feature gaming nights. Maybe like once or twice a week.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
You heard that first here, guys.
Snark says, better than what I used to stream, just an Xbox headset. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
We're not too far from that.
Yeah, this is a Turtle Beach. It's got the little mic thing here. But Josh got me this for my birthday, and I'm not going to complain. It's really nice.
It's so much better than what he had before.
Yeah.
You guys didn't see it because we were, doing a live podcast. But he was using, what was that from, 5 and below?
Target, and these were, $7 headphones.
Yeah.
That,
By the end of the podcast, his ears were red from how bad they were just hurting.
Yeah, I do not like them. But, yeah. So, anyways, advertisement over. If you want to ask a question, any amount today is totally fine. Any amount. go ahead and tip, and we'll get your question answered for you. Now, right, as we were saying, the scenery, the environment of this movie, it is really summer. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and you can kind of tell they were filming during hot temperature as well.
Yeah, everybody
You know.
looked like they were just sweating their balls off.
And what I do enjoy too about the filming is it's got a sepia tone layer to it. It's not all the time, but during the day, things look like you can see the heat.
Oh, you talking about that filter that makes it look like
Like brownish or orangish.
The one that they use for like Mexico scenes
Yes.
in a lot of movies.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And westerns and all that.
I have a pair of sunglasses that make my, vision Mexico vision.
Yeah. Do you see a fucking tumbleweed when you put them on?
Oh, no, but I wish it had that feature.
Right. So, it does that for me. We gotta move from this picture, because after a while, like...
I know.
There we go.
Family.
You almost had me.
You've watched that movie way too many times.
Oh, dude, I know it.
Oh.
So, I talked about the scenery and what it does for me. What about you?
It definitely, one of the things that it does for me is that it reminds me of my fucking childhood. Of course, because I watched it in my childhood.
Right.
But, like, we would watch this almost every summer. It's not because we thought it was a summer movie, but it just felt appropriate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, so even as a kid, I knew it was a summer movie without realizing that's what you would call it, a summer movie.
Mm-hmm.
We'd watch that one. If not that one, we'd watch like Tokyo Drift or the second one. Or
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
And it would always come out during the summer as well on fucking cable.
Yeah. Yep.
So we would always watch that movie. That movie's so great to watch.
Dun, 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 dun. I have Tokyo Drift stuck in my head now. If you want it, Fast and Furious. Drift, Fast and Furious. Yeah. All right. That's enough of me trying to be a fucking early 20s Japanese chick.
Oh my god. But yeah, so there's just something about that movie that, like, even if you didn't think about, oh, it's got to be something we watch during summer. It just, no matter what, that movie will come up.
Right. And, like, what is something that we talk about, like, what makes a summer movie aside from, like, the setting and environment?
Ooh.
Bombasticness. The bigness.
Bombastic. Okay, yeah.
The bombastity.
I got to remember that word now, bombastic. Yeah. You use it every time.
They call me Mr. Bombastic, Mr. Fantastic. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Dude, I got to get a pair of
Shaka.
glasses. Those, like, the ones that Dom has. I got to get a pair like that.
Yeah.
But, anyways.
Right. So, let's talk about bombasticness, right? In the beginning of the movie, you automatically are introduced, like right from the beginning, to high-paced, fast-action scenery.
Yeah.
The movie opens with a heist.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
You see the Hondas, with the green underglow, fucking taking over a semi, stealing the goods.
Yeah.
And then after that, you see Paul Walker, or, excuse me, I should say Brian O'Connor. Well, actually, his name in the movie is technically Brian Spillner.
Oh, yeah, O'Connor was his, undercover name.
No. Or O'Connor is his real last name. But they look at his fake driver's license,
Oh.
and he goes, Spillner. What is that? You some kind of serial killer or something?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I told you, bro. I watched this movie way too
I
many
know.
times.
I completely forgot about that
Yeah.
scene. Jesus.
Yeah. So after the heist, you see him practicing. I don't know. Almost looks like drifting or something, topping out the car and whatever. But he's kind of unsuccessful, and then it zooms out into the city of LA and all that. So you're met with high speed adrenaline right from the beginning. And then, of course, it gets to the race at night, on the street. And what I love is the meetup in the driveway between the two warehouses, and you get introduced to all this really cool late night illegal street racing fantasy.
Yeah.
You see the hoods popped, the stereos blasting, and it's just Mr. Rule. It's from the fucking Shaggy. Yeah. And then you get a character introduction from Ja Rule, Edwin, and his trash talk, and you get introduced to, oh my gosh, I feel so fucking stupid right now. I cannot remember homie's name. Hold on,
Which character?
The Mexican homie. Why can't I think of his name? He's not even on here. Why is he not on the cast? You know who I'm talking about.
Like, for some reason, when you said Mexican homie, for some reason, all I could think of was a dude from Friday After Next.
Nah, here, I'm going to pull it up right now.
Or wait, no, next Friday. There we go.
Oh, here we go. Hector. Yeah. The Mexican guy who plays every Mexican guy in every movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, when I saw his face, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That Mexican homie.
Yeah.
Oh. He's literally
we got
Mexican.
Hector. Yeah. Whenever you need a fucking... He claims it wasn't me, but deep down I have a feeling it was.
Oh my god.
It wasn't me. And you get his crew kind of introduction and stuff, and you learn a little bit about the past for him because he doesn't really race anymore. And he's trying to go legit and shit like that. So you get the actual race, right? They're going to the street, they're blocking it all off, spray painting the lines. You even get a little cameo too from the director. He's the pizza delivery guy.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
So the race is really fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get to the race, though, there's one scene that I fucking love. It shows all the racers getting ready to drive and everything, And there's that Asian driver, and he's playing Gran Turismo on his PS1 in his fucking car. And when I was a kid and saw that, I was like, you can do that? What?
I know.
I didn't give a shit about the fucking lights, the car decals, none of that. I was like, you can play PS1? Streets closed, pizza boy! I thought that was fucking cool. And, the race, high adrenaline, high impact, but also when Paul Walker's character starts pushing his car to its limit, and the laptop starts screaming at him, he just gets so frustrated and he's like, shut up! And he closes the fucking laptop.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden his car starts falling apart and everything. And then, that's awesome, right? And you think the scene's over, the high stakes adrenaline, whatever's done. And then they got cops.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got to run from the cops and everyone's like fucking dispersed. And it's just, it's great. The movie doesn't let you really like settle down while it's going through its paces, And, Paul Walker ends up picking up Vin Diesel, and they get pulled over, and that's when we get introduced to Johnny Trans, and his Asian group of motorcycle riders.
Oh, yeah.
And then, again, you think like, oh, fuck, what's going to happen? There's a lot of tension here. Are they friends? Are they not friends? What the fuck is going on? And then they blow up Brian's car, and you hear, like, they fucking shoot it up, And then Paul Walker and Vin Diesel are just like, fuck! And then they both look at each other and realize, Nas! And then they run away from the car, and the car just blows up. You get this beautiful blue flame blowing the car straight up, and then boom, right back down. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? You know, watching it for the first time, I was like 9. I was like, what the? That was such a cool car. Damn it. It was already like fucked up from Brian trashing it during the race, but
couldn't drive for shit.
Lord Kiza says, think about how dedicated you got to be to have a gaming system, or a gaming system only game racing in your car doing that before. I mean, right? Snark says, that was an $80,000 car you blew up, O'Connor. You still owe me a 10-second car.
Oh my god.
Right, so from there they go to the house party and stuff. So it's just like constantly moving, right? Yeah. The pacing of this film is definitely one that just fills the it fills the checklists for me for summertime cinema, series of summer cinema, like what we're talking about, what we're doing. One of the things, for those of you who are new to this series that we've been doing, if you haven't been listening on the audio podcast, also make sure, if you haven't yet, go over to Spotify or Apple podcast services and subscribe to our podcast there. We always put the audio for these shows there. Is one of the things that I think about is, okay, what is a movie that I can put on a Sunday after I'm done grilling and everyone's over and having something to eat?
Right.
You know, what would everyone enjoy on a summer Sunday, you know?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, and this one just, all the boxes.
Right.
This one in triple X, but we'll get to that another time.
Right. Oh, we definitely got to do that one.
By the way, the volume isn't picking up very good. Hold on. Are you having a hard time hearing me? Because I can turn up, well, the mic is in Streamlabs, it's pretty fucking high. I can turn it up a little more here. There. I turned it up a little bit more. I just don't want to be too loud in your guys' ear holes.
Unless it's like me that they can't pick up, because I generally try to project my voice, because I'm normally a soft speaker. I don't speak that loud. So it might be me that they're talking about. If not, yeah.
My volume is good. Sounds fine on my side. Yeah, alright. Well, either way, Josh, speak the fuck up!
Alright!
No, that was... fuck! It's too loud. Right. So this is also, again, why we are taking tips, so we can get 2 mics set up. So. Okay, thanks, Kiza. So yeah, the mic is like right at my fingertips right here. Just...
Yeah, like
I have it set up to be like omnidirectional, but we can only do what we can with one mic at the moment.
Yeah.
So, right, anyways, everything about this movie is just fucking great. You know, there's a lot of action, and I've been talking a lot about it. And it's probably because it's like my favorite movie of all time.
Plus, you're better at describing things than I am. I can tell you that. I 100% agree with everything you've been saying about it, though. Because, like I said, when I was younger, we would watch this movie all the time. It's just... Oh, my God. Look at that.
Yeah, that was in the end of the movie there.
Man, great action.
Yeah.
As a kid, I felt so pissed off, though, at that scene. Because, that was such a great car. Why would they destroy it?
Right. So, one of the scenes I really like, and it has some good character development, is when Dom pulls Brian into the garage and shows him his dad's car.
Yeah.
The Dodge Charger. And I love it because you start to see that Dom's not just this criminal mastermind that he's painted as throughout the first half of the movie.
Yeah.
and you get to hear his backstory, like why did he do time, and you know, so on and so forth. And I appreciate that the line that he says, where Brian's like, why don't you race it? And he goes, to be honest with you, terrifies the shit out of me. Because how he understands the mechanical prowess this thing has. So when you're viewing the movie, after he says that, knowing who he is and how he races and what he's about, that gives you kind of like this foreboding sense about this car and just how fast and powerful and mean it is.
Yeah.
Right? And when you're a kid watching this too, you're like, why is a car scaring a grown-up? Holy shit, this must be a big deal. You know what I mean?
And then when you grow up, you're like, I understand.
Yeah. I mean, seeing it do a fucking wheelie, you know, in
Dude,
the scene here.
As a kid, I was like, oh my god, a car can do that? Yeah.
Hopefully it was CGI. It actually wasn't. It was just a shell car. That one right there. Yeah, that was... One thing you gotta love about these movies are the stunts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that shit happens. You know, you can obviously clearly tell when there's CG injected into early 2000s movies, because they've got the tech, but they still haven't quite smoothed it out, figured it out, and all of that.
Yeah, it still stands out.
Yeah, especially like in Too Fast, Too Furious. There's a few scenes, man, where they show like cars racing side by side, and it's like, that's a PS2 cutscene.
Oh,
you know,
the one where it's like everything's like flying by.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's like, yeah, no.
Kiza says, man, that was crazy. The wheelie blew my mind. I understood what he meant when that happened.
Right?
Yes, exactly. And I love how the movie kind of comes full circle.
Yeah.
You know, with him eventually having to get in that car. Of course, you know, there's a really cool scene with the SWAT raid as well. When the SWAT team enters into Johnny Tran's family's house.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and Brian is there in the gear undercover because he's convinced that it's Johnny Tran who is the one doing all the stealing and heisting and shenanigans. With a great soundtrack in that scene too. It's Debonair by the band Dope. They were really cool. One thing I love about this movie, and sometimes people use it against films, but this movie shows its era. This movie is a timepiece.
Like you can tell it's like early 2000s,
Yes, I mean the PS1 in the car, the way people dress, the soundtrack to the movie.
Wait, people have something against that?
In movies, sometimes people go, "Man, that movie looks dated." That movie really shows its time. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's great. I love that though. I love when movies show its time. And like it really like solidifies that movie being from that era. It's like,
yeah,
like you wouldn't be able to recreate that because it's just things are so different now. You know, like watching the Twisted Metal shows. Like, yeah, there's a lot of like you know, like callbacks and like references to early 2000s stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you can tell it's not from that era.
Exactly. And I think it was Kiza that said earlier in the chat, like 2001, like simply the good old days or something like that. Yeah. You know. Agreed. Exhibit A of a movie showing its time. Hackers hack the planet. I fucking love that movie. Have you ever seen Hackers?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch it, dude.
That's on my
yeah, it's got very early Angelina Jolie, Matthew Lillard,
what?
Johnny. Oh, I can't remember his last name. But yeah, that's a great movie too.
Really?
Very fucking good movie. I wouldn't say that's much of a summertime movie though. But anyways, getting back on track.
I know, he was just saying that it shows its time.
Right. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, just all of the pacing of the movie. The movie doesn't leave you going like, man, is this scene gonna hurry up?
Oh yeah, no, it definitely
You know?
not. Like it has its slow, like, dialogue moments, but like they don't last long. They're like, the dialogue is like very well written,
Right.
and it deals with what the movie has to offer.
And so you've got multiple storylines going throughout this movie that
Yeah.
are honestly very well interweaved with each other.
Yeah.
So one thing I don't like about movie, like you can either do it really well or really piss poorly, and that is having multiple stories going on at the same time.
Oh yeah.
And then you forget, like, oh, this was going on in the background. I forgot about that, or this, or whatever. This
Or
movie,
you never tie it together.
right?
That's
And this
not-
movie does all of it very well.
Oh yeah.
Because from the beginning, Brian O'Connor's a cop, Dom is a criminal. There's also the triad. That's it. The Asian group. They're called the triad.
Yeah.
So you've got all this stuff going on, but it all intertwines very well and comes to a very satisfying conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Like, it's well enough to the point where, as a standalone movie without the sequels, it does a good job. It could stand on its own as a standalone movie. Like, the sequels were just, they're bonuses, they're extras, they don't add anything really to that movie because they're their own stories.
yeah,
But they're welcome.
right. I'm not one of those Fast and Furious fans that dogs on them for taking shit way out of hand. They're not my favorites by any means, but the original Too Fast, Too Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, and Fast 5 right there. The first 5 of the 10 movies that are out so far, which is fucking crazy.
I know.
Those are the ones that are more or less kept within like the realm of reality.
Yeah.
After that it starts to get like, whoa, shit. But they make a fuck ton of money. And for all of the people out there that keep saying like, can we stop making all these movies now and so on and so forth, like, people are still going to see them. It doesn't mean they're good or great or anything. Probably not. What's up, Stuttering Stick? How you doing?
Yo.
Yo, yo. So, we talked about Fast X earlier in the summer when we saw it pre-release day. It definitely is starting to take like steps back to normal.
Which I'm glad they're doing that. I mean, that's still a little bit overboard. It is. But I mean, at least in Fast X, they had like a whole scene where it was all about the racing.
Right.
Granted, there was some explosions, but still.
Right.
They're getting there. They're getting back to its roots.
So, and let me, because I'm the fucking Fast and Furious super fan, let me say this. For the argument that Lord Kiza is bringing up here, it's not, you're not arguing, but this is a thing that people say all the time, is like, can we bring it back to racing? Look, the movie was the movie was never about racing. The movie is a crime film. The movie, the racing is the side setting. It's not even the true setting. Even in the first Fast and Furious movie, there's 2 racing scenes.
You're right.
Oh, I'm sorry, 3, if you include the one where they go against the Ferrari.
Yeah, you're right. Because like at the beginning, like you said, it sets the whole mood of the movie.
Yep.
They're stealing from the semi-truck. It's like that's it. It makes it a crime movie. Yeah.
The whole synopsis.
Fuck, man, you're right.
It
This
was
entire time I've been dogging on these sequels for not going back to racing.
right.
But you're completely right. It's been
Racing was never the core of
Yeah,
the film
you're right.
franchise to
God
begin with.
damn it! You blew my mind, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was always a crime movie. It was always about crime. The racing was
How they got it done.
the racing was like the pistol to the loadout. But it wasn't the loadout. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, family and the characters would be like the sidearm bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, the crime aspect is the main thing. But all these pieces put together make a great fucking loadout. You know what I mean? It's never like the core. Me and your boy both tripping. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, it's easy to think that, like, this movie and its franchise is supposed to be about racing. You know, but I would say if you were to look at all of the movies and say, oh, that one is about racing, it would be Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Because that movie is all about getting better at racing. There's no crime in that movie. Well, like, not like this.
Yeah.
But Sean goes out there. I mean, the movie opens with a fucking race scene to begin with.
Fuck, you're right.
And not even this one
Yeah.
started with a race scene. This one has, like, okay, let me quick side tangent here. Tokyo Drift has the best race scene in any of the Fast movies. Going through the housing development.
Right? I fucking love that scene.
With Kid Rock's Ba With Da Ba in the background is just the fucking best that this franchise has to offer when it comes to strict racing scenes.
Dude, and the way they ended with them at the fucking police station.
Yeah.
And he's all bloody and just smiles with the missing tooth. Oh, that was great.
But that whole movie is about him trying to beat DK Donkey Kong? Drift. What's drift?
Oh my god.
And you see the most racing in that movie. Because that one is about racing. All the other movies, no. It's about escaping from the law, creating crime, defeating crime, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
They are not about racing.
God damn it, man. You just fucking...
You look like Michelle Rodriguez right here, going like, wow, motherfucker's dropping facts.
Right. Jesus.
Yeah.
Look at that family.
What sucks is we never got to see any more from Johnny Strong. I always liked his character Vince. He was just kind of like the Yamcha of the group, if you will. You know? And
Dude, I completely forgot about that dude.
yeah, he was the one on the walkies all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dragon King? Is that an Asian joke? I don't know. Yeah. Monica! That's all I can think about. Yeah, man. I mean, laughed my ass off. Me thinking Cameron Diaz looked pretty good in the movie. What? Cameron Diaz ain't in the movie?
No, she's not in the movie.
What? Kiza, you good, bro? Yeah, and then of course, you know, the movie ends. Well, it doesn't end. This isn't the last scene.
Nah.
The last scene is craziness, but the heist at the end.
I know, that was a really wild
Bro, and
scene.
the movie led you to believe that Vince could die during this heist.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, thank God Brian O'Connor and Mia showed up
Right?
to fucking save the day.
Dude,
But,
when the fucking trucker pulled out the shotgun, I was like, oh my god!
Yeah, he's
No!
dead. He's dead.
No!
But yeah, this movie's got everything I need to be a summertime cinema classic. It's got action,
Got cars.
high octane racing, great soundtrack, great setting, and I will say this, because I don't ever hear anyone talking about it. They caught lightning in a fucking bottle with this cast.
Right? Because, I mean...
They were all relatively unknowns.
Yeah.
This was Vin Diesel's second movie.
Damn.
The first big movie he was in was Saving Private Ryan.
And the thing is, he wasn't like a major character, a not major character.
No, he was. In all honesty, he was cannon fodder.
Yeah, because he ends up dying off relatively quickly. Which, by the way, Saving Private Ryan is one of my favorite movies of all time. So,
Yeah.
watch it if you haven't seen it. But yeah, no, you're right. Like, I don't remember any of them. Because I didn't even realize that was
Hold on. Lord Kiza says, you know, the most important thing about it is family.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if you guys, me and Josh had this, I don't know when I started doing this,
It's been a while.
but anytime the word family is said, I always say family. Wait, Pitch Black wasn't out before this? I don't believe so. So let's see. Pitch Black.
2000.
Oh, okay. 2000. You are right. For some reason, I thought this came out the same year.
Oh wow, Fast and Furious came out 1 year after, so.
Yeah, I thought it came out the same year.
But the thing is, like,
Oh no. I felt like he had two big movies come out the same year. What about? You know, I'm not even gonna type in triple X. I'm just gonna look up. I'm gonna look up Vin Diesel's movies here.
oh my god.
So that came out in 2002.
Good
you know,
call.
I don't know what I'm fucking smoking because Pitch Black.
Well, like, honestly though, Pitch Black didn't gain traction until after Fast and the Furious. Because most of the people I knew watched Fast and the Furious first before they watched Pitch Black. Including me.
Knock Around, guys. That was it. That's a good movie too. But even in this movie, he's not like a major staple. I mean, he is a main character, but he's not the main character. Anyways, yeah. So Fast and Furious, series of summer cinema. Peace. Chef's kiss. Let us know, guys, in the chat what you think about this movie. You know what? Let's do this. Give it a rating out of 10.
Ooh, yeah, I wanna see what you guys think about it.
The very first Fast and Furious, rating of 1 through 10. And if you are watching this not live, drop a comment below and let us know what you think about this movie. Is it in your summertime playlist of movies that you have to watch?
Better be.
It better be. Snark gave it a 7.
Can't blame you for that.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a good.
According to IGN's game rating system, 7 is a good game.
Right.
Lord Kiza, 9.3 solid. Kid says me.
No.
Kid me says so. I fucking dyslexia all of a sudden. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Kid me says so. Yep, absolutely. Okay. I have no bias towards this movie because I wasn't a part of it. I didn't direct it. I didn't star in it. Da 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 da. Okay, so you can't say I have bias to it. I give this movie 10 out of 10. 10 out of fucking 10.
Yeah, no, I'd give it a 9. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, I can't argue 7 either. Some people, it's not their cup of tea. Some people think there's other better movies to watch during summer. Me personally, this is one of the perfect summer movies to watch.
Yeah.
All right, I actually have to go tinkle.
Okay. Well, go fucking tinkle. I am going to entertain the show, the audience, for a quick second here. Let's, can I pull this down further? I know I can. Oh, too far. There we go. All right. So, we'll run a little spot here real quick. Again, for those of you who are able to go to Game On Expo, August 11th through the 13th in downtown Phoenix at the Phoenix Convention Center, we will be hosting a panel on Sunday the 13th at 4 p.m. Super fucking excited about it. Super stoked. And we have a great topic of discussion for that panel. We will be talking about the greatest games of the 90s, which is inspired by our next topic brought to us from IGN. But we're not there yet. So, I gotta say, I love doing these live stream episodes of the podcast. If you guys want this to be a Sunday regular, drop it in the chat with a yes, a thumbs up, a positive answer, if you will. And around what time do you guys think would work best on a Sunday afternoon, evening for the live show? Or maybe even at night. Also, would you guys be interested in watching us doing gameplay streams throughout the week? I love gameplay streams. I love doing it. It's always really fun. I normally do it like really late at night because that's when I get the opportunity to. But I would like to kind of bring it back a little bit earlier. That way I can kind of catch people and it not be so late, because I do feel like that kind of limits the potential of the stream. So yeah, let me read some of the chat here. Waiting for you to come back to Seattle. Tell me about it, bro. Snark says, Daniel Bryan. Yes! 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 Lord Keys says, I don't work Sundays, baby. Hell yeah, play some Sega! Snark says, I admit I will prefer gameplay streams, especially if you can play with followers. Yeah, man. I mean, that's something that we've been talking about. Not sure exactly what games yet, but I've got a giant library full of games, especially with my access to Game Pass, as well as, I mean, I got the shelves behind me and even more stuff, so I don't have the biggest collection by any means, but I do have a plethora of games to play. There are apps where you can do multiplayer, Sega and SNES. Yeah, I remember you were talking about that. So what we'll end up doing probably is dropping our, what do you call it? Gamer tags. Jesus. Gamer tags and friend codes for the Switch as well. You already have my Xbox ID. I need to add you on PSN. Yeah, I don't remember my PSN
by heart.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. But we'll be dropping that here soon. All right, so Josh is back. Do you have a good tinkle?
Hell yeah.
Josh was doing another live stream. Haha! Stream of Chaos.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so this is brought to us by IGN. First heard them go over this topic on their podcast, Game Scoop. I listen to it sometimes. Other times I find them kind of unbearable. There's a lot of fucking... Okay, stop it, Nick. You're gonna go on a rant. No, fuck it. I hate gaming snobs, bro. I fucking hate snobs.
What do you mean by gaming snobs?
Like gaming, like purists and fucking...
Give an example.
Okay. People who call fun shit trash because it's not as artsy-fartsy as like a Ori and the Blind Forest kind of game. You ever heard of Ori and the Blind Forest?
No.
Oh, it's very artsy and it looks really nice. Inside, have you ever played Inside?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Ori. Here.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah, this is like the newest one. So like a very cinematic kind of game, you know, like.
Oh, okay, I see. What
you know.
mean. Definitely looks like it's not my cup of tea though.
Yeah, but anyways, I hate like that shit, and people who, and I understand it can be their jobs because they're reviewers and this and that, but it's like, look, you are going way too far into the layers of the game and the depths and this and that. It's like, look, is this a medium of art? Yes. Is it meant to be a painting that you stare at a museum and just go into fucking deep DMT thought about it? No.
DMT thought.
Okay? It's a fucking video game. Lord Kiza says, laugh my ass off. Yeah, see, I didn't like Fortnite. Then they released no builds, so I love it almost better than PUBG. Yeah, that's all I play is no build. I fucking hate building. You can't bag on a game if you've never truly played it, though. Yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm on the seat of, like, if I'm gonna play something that's very artistic, I'm gonna play that. But I'm gonna have my different outlets. If I want something action based, I'm gonna play Call of Duty. If I want something artistic, I'm gonna play something like Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Which I gotta let you borrow one of these days so you can experience.
Fucking mad at you, dude. When we got our PS5s, we went to a GameStop to get some. Was it the same day? I don't think it was the same day. Might have been.
It might have been the same day. Because, I mean, we had to get games for it.
Well, when we picked up our because we went to GameStop afterwards.
Yeah.
So when we went to Target and picked up our PS5s, I bought WWE 2K22, and then I got you Resident Evil.
Village, yeah.
Yeah, Village. And then I also bought MK11, like, Complete Edition or whatever. Yeah. And then we went to fucking GameStop, and they had one game left of Ghost of Tsushima, and this motherfucker picked it up, and I was like, God dang it, man. Alright, anyways. Go ahead. I'll
let you borrow it, because you need to experience it.
Right. So, brought to us by IGN, 90s video game face-off, the winner revealed. Was it a Zelda or Mario game? Maybe a Final Fantasy. Read on to find out. Well, guess what? You really don't have to fucking... okay. You don't have to fucking read on because they put it right here. Number 1, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. So they had like a poll. People voted on it to say, what are the best games, of the 90s or whatever. And as a matter of fact, this is going to be our panel. This topic, we are going to rework this for our panel on Sunday.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Because Ocarina of Time is my all-time favorite Legend of Zelda game. It's like, yeah, I do personally prefer to play, like Skyward Sword, but like when it comes to old school ones, Ocarina of Time. Okay. Hands down.
Cool. So, they have Ocarina of Time. It's whatever. I haven't beat it, so I can't totally speak on it. Is number 1. From what I've played of the game, I think it's pretty fun. Oh, yeah. But, do I think it's the greatest game to come out of the 90s? I don't really think so. Let's go ahead and scroll down the list here of what they have. Let's see. Okay, I guess these are the pictures here.
I'm really curious to see what you think it would be the best.
So, we've had number 1, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Number 2, Super Mario 64. I think Super Mario 64 is a very important game. But, well, it's a very important game because it really introduced us to an open 3D world of platforming. Yeah. It was the true one to do that. Wait, Seaman? That game came out in 2000. Well, for some reason they fucking put it there. Crash Bandicoot came out, I believe, the same year, but that one is on a track. You can only go where the game wants you to go. Exactly. Very linear. Then number 3, we have Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo.
I mean, honestly, as much as I love Super Mario 64, Super Mario World should have been in second place over 64.
I feel like you're going to be saying that a few times. Because the way this is organized, Look, there's 163 games to go over. Okay? And that's why I'm saying we're going to save this for the panel. Like, the real talk about it.
No.
Right now, we're just going to brush over it, talk about, this and
Okay.
that. Lord Kiza says, you guys ever get into D&D? We started a game, and it's been on pause for like 2 years now. It was
I
a
know.
Rick and Morty themed
D&D.
fucking campaign.
Dude, I've been wanting to get into D&D for like the longest time.
I know.
I'll talk to my brother-in-law about some tips on it because him and my sister will play a lot of D&D back when they had more time for it.
Right.
So I'll ask him to give us some tips on how to get started.
Okay. And then we've also got Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I really like this game. I never beat it though. I'm stuck. And every time I go back to try to get unstuck from where I'm at, and I don't look up guides if I don't have to. I am very stubborn about not looking up a guide for that game. At number 5, we have GoldenEye 007. Number 6, Final Fantasy 7. Number 7 is Metal Gear Solid. Number 8, Mario Kart 64. Number 9, Super Metroid. And number 10, Super Mario Kart.
I can't really argue too much on that list.
I don't think Super Mario Kart belongs in the top 10. Nor do I think A Link to the Past should be in the top 10 either. I think, and I don't care if I get ripped into about my thoughts on the way this is going down. I think there is a big recognition bias on these games.
What do you mean?
Because they're easily recognizable. You see it and you go, "Oh my god, yeah, I love that game. Oh my god, that character's game has to be, in the top 10, whatever."
Yeah.
Like to have Metal Gear Solid be below even fucking GoldenEye, to me seems kind of like a travesty. Was GoldenEye great and groundbreaking for FPS games? Yeah. But I think GoldenEye is more of a fun game than an important game. To me.
What's the title of this? Give me a second.
90s video game face-off.
So, yeah, no, you do get a point there. Because, I mean, GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64 are more like party games.
Yeah.
GoldenEye, yes, has a story, but who really ever played GoldenEye for the story?
Yeah, no, and you can run... Console-wise, yes, but it's no Doom. Right, yeah, exactly. That's also what I'm saying, too, is like... GoldenEye, I don't think is that important because we would have gotten there without GoldenEye.
True, very true.
Like Turok, for example, kept getting delayed because it was pushing the N64 to its fucking limits without using the expansion pack as well.
Yeah.
So I already see some flaws in this. Of course, I have my own personal thoughts on this, which we'll get into in the panel.
Yeah.
But that's the top 10. Now, okay, hold on. Where is... I know there's a link to... Oh, here's the full list. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, come on, scroll down. There we go. Oh, I guess you have to be over it for it to scroll.
Kind of lame.
Yeah. So number 11, Resident Evil 2. You mean to tell me fucking Final Fantasy 7, Link to the Past, Super Mario World? I mean, Resident Evil 2, in my opinion, is a top 10 game.
I can't disagree with that, but I can say that I feel like Super Mario World and like even Final Fantasy VII would be above Resident Evil 2 because for one, Super Mario World, it's like one of the few Mario games that actually, started people getting people into Mario.
I would say fucking the first one.
Maybe
Everyone had that game.
what are you talking about? I met more people that had that had started off with Super Mario World than they did with the first one.
Well, I guess maybe because of like the
Age
difference. But like, okay, I will even go this far.
Mm-hmm.
I think Super Mario 3 belongs in the top 10 if you're going to argue that Super Mario World is a top 10. Super Mario World is just ever so slightly a step up from Super Mario Brothers 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I get it right here. They were like, well, what's the better of the two? Well, then we'll put this one here. Well, if that one's going to be there, then the other one that wasn't selected has to be right behind it.
Yeah, that would be a fair, assumption there.
Right. So, got Resident Evil 2 at number 11, Donkey Kong Country at number 12, and Super Smash Brothers at 13. So what do you think about 12 and 13 there? Briefly.
So, Super Smash Brothers, I can't really say I remember playing that one too much.
Okay.
But I can remember playing Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
And Donkey Kong Country definitely fits well within the top 15. I'd probably put it above Resident Evil 2, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, Donkey Kong Country was an important game because it started to change the graphical styles of games with all the pre-rendered assets to it. It looked and made you feel like you were playing a true 3D game.
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers, when it first came out, I was like, along with every other kid on the street. And again, I was very fortunate, grew up on a street where all of us kids were about the same age, and there was a group of like 10 of us.
Damn.
Yeah.
Definitely got lucky with that.
I did. And it was awesome to play. Be a Saturday fucking afternoon, and you're just hanging out with everyone on the block. All right, you lost. Pass the controller. All right, pass the controller.
Yeah.
It was a fun time. I think I think Super Smash Brothers is an important game.
Oh, remember the list though is just video.
Right.
Which one is the best?
Right. So this got voted on, so we've got to take that into account. So once we get past the top 20, we'll just kind of give like very brief thoughts.
Oh yeah.
On the rest. Number 14 and 15, we've got Chrono Trigger at number 14, and The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening at number 15. Link's Awakening was a Game Boy game, if I remember right. So I've never played it. Can't speak on it. Chrono Trigger.
Same here. Can't speak on either.
Can't speak on it. I never played it, and to get it nowadays is like super expensive. But what's cool? Look at that art style. Look familiar to you?
Huh?
Akira Toriyama.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
What?
Yep. Here,
Holy
let me
crap.
let me pull that shit up, Jamie.
Oh my god. Oh wow, you're right.
Tell me that doesn't look like an advertisement for fucking Dragon Ball GT.
Dude, fucking straight up. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's awesome, right?
Hell yeah. Like if you would have like removed the Chrono Trigger
right.
like stamp on there and told me, this is a Dragon Ball spin-off or something, I would have believed you.
Oh, absolutely, right? So, number 16 and 17 and 18, we have Half-Life. I would say Half-Life belongs in top 10 and get GoldenEye out of there. Because what Half-Life did for FPSs is more than what GoldenEye did for FPSs. GoldenEye can be in the top 15 because of nostalgia's sake, and the minor importance it had, but Half-Life is a much more significant game in the grand scheme of it all. I need to adjust this light. It's like too dark in here now. There we go.
So for Half-Life, I can't say much because I never played it, but I can say though, it definitely, like, just from watching video clips of it, I really want to play it. Even to this day, I really want to play it because it looks like a really fun game.
Right. Can you open the blinds a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Sweet. The sun's going down, and I have a window right here facing the sunset, so it'll help out with some lighting in here.
Tell me when to stop.
You're probably good there.
Now, when it comes
You
to
were just getting really dark because of your black shirt.
Oh, I know. It's still dark.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's all right.
It's better than what it was before.
It's hiding my titties.
Right. So Half-Life, you never played it, but what you've seen of it.
It looks really fun, and I really want to play it. Pokemon Red and Blue, I feel like it should go a little bit higher on the list because of the fact that Pokemon is such a huge part of gaming, and that's what Pokemon Red and Blue's really got people super into Pokemon.
Right.
Like, even above the Pokemon trading card game.
And I will say this too. I think that Pokemon Red and Blue is a very important game, not only because of the cultural aspect of it all, but it was the first RPG I ever played.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And I mean, it is an RPG. It
Definitely.
It's
is.
an RPG light, for sure. It's not, super intricate or anything like that. But that game did a lot to get people who were not used to JRPGs or RPGs into them. It was a gateway game for that genre.
Oh, definitely.
And at number 18, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time. I'm assuming they're talking about the console release and not the arcade release. That game is a great game. I would say it doesn't... I don't know if it belongs in the top 20. I would say maybe top 25, like 20 to 25 in there. But it is a really fun game. I love me some fucking TMNT.
I never had the chance to really play that game. I didn't find out about turtle games until like I was, in my 20s.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Damn. And then at number 19 we have Castlevania: Symphony of the Night. I think this game belongs in the. It's got to be at least number 10 in the top 10. This was the game that bred the term Metroidvania.
Yeah, because those two games right there really like solidified that style of gaming.
And this was like the true first Metroidvania game.
Yeah. Like me personally, I didn't play those style of games until I was a lot older. Mm-hmm. But after I got, I tried them out, I could really appreciate that type of game. Yeah, even though I didn't really play, Symphony of the Night. Even I can appreciate what kind of game it was, how much of a pioneer it was.
Yeah, and I mean the gameplay is just so fucking smooth too.
Right.
Number 20, we've got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. For me personally, this is a top 15 game.
Oh, definitely. And that's a lot of it's because of nostalgia.
Snark says, "Sorry to run, but the Street Fighter 6 finals are about to start. Let me know when you're online again." Oh yeah, thanks, brother. Thanks for sticking around. Enjoy your time watching Evo. And we'll catch you in the next one. Make sure if you haven't yet to, if you have Facebook, follow our Facebook page.
Deuces, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 was a really good game that I think really started to amp up what the PS1 could do, in my opinion. The gameplay was like buttery smooth and like, I don't know, it for me, it was on par with like what PC games can do. Already done. Later. And then the soundtrack too is the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I think has the best soundtrack of all the Tony Hawk games. I remember I used to pause the game. I would wake up, get ready for school, pause the game, go to the music section of the menu and just listen to the songs. Because it had Papa Roach, it had Rage Against the Machine, Power Man 5000, Naughty by Nature. I mean, Millencolin, Lagwagon, tons and tons of.
Jesus, you remember all of this?
It made an impact on me, dude.
Holy
it made
crap.
a big impression on me. The levels were really fun. I love the school too, and that one you've got a fucking like golf cart security guard dude.
Honestly, for me, that one's definitely a top 15, and it's mainly for nostalgia reasons, because I remember playing that with my cousins a lot.
Right.
And whenever we'd go over with my cousins, because we didn't have a PS1 at the time, or a PS2, and my cousins did. And whenever we would go visit, we'd play that, and it was so much fun.
So number 21 and 22, we've got Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. This, to me, is like the example of what I was saying earlier about Mario 3 and Super Mario World. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is a better game all around than Sonic the Hedgehog 1. So, this order needs to be reversed, but I think Sonic the Hedgehog 2 deserves to be in the top 10. And that's not because I have a Sonic bias, it is because that game put Nintendo's back against the ropes.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, Genesis does what Nintendo don't, bro. Blast processing.
I can't say too much because I don't remember which one it was that I started off of. I just remember playing one of them, and I had a lot of fun. Although I can agree that it's within the top, 20 to 30 list.
And I think, too, that the levels were much more expansive than the Mario levels. Because the developers of Sonic wanted you to go fast, but also explore.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay, we're just going to run through this shit now. Number 23, Star Fox 64. I think that's probably on par. It's a fun game. Nothing too much to write home about. It's an on-rails, Star Fox shooter. Number 24, we have Doom. I think this belongs in the top 15, at least.
At least top 20.
Yeah.
Minimum.
It was very pivotal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Number 25, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I like Super Street Fighter 2 better than Turbo. That's just my opinion. And number 26, Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil belongs a little bit lower on the list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though?
Like
30s, 40s.
Yeah.
The first one was really rough around the edges, and the voice acting was dog shit. Final Fantasy VI coming in at 27. And number 28, Mortal Kombat 2.
Street Fighter 2 Special Edition.
Yeah,
or Special Championship Edition. Sorry.
Number 30, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I played this briefly and wasn't a fan. I don't know.
I haven't played that one.
Number 31, Mortal Kombat. This belongs in the top 10. I don't give a shit.
Tomb Raider, I feel like at least in the top, 20 to 30, I feel like it should fit.
I agree.
Yeah.
33, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. It was...
I don't know if I played that one or not.
You didn't play as Donkey Kong. You played as...
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong or... God dang it, I can't remember her name. 34, Super Mario All-Stars. That belongs way down the list, in my opinion. It's just a remaster of the first three games.
Okay.
With the lost levels included, I believe. Then you've got number 35, Pokemon Yellow. I would agree. It's really just a reskin of Red and Blue, but you've got Pikachu following you around. I had it and I loved it, but I agree with its placement.
Okay.
36, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, the first one. Yeah.
I don't remember playing that one, so I don't think I ever did. So I can't really disagree or agree.
I played it on a Pizza Hut demo disc.
Back when demos were out.
Yep. Number 37, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. I'm not... I don't even think this belongs on the list at all.
I can't really disagree or agree, because even though I did play that one, I still enjoyed it, but it's not really one of those games that's like super memorable.
I mean, the art style's cool, but the stop and go of the gameplay, where you've got to, stop to shoot the eggs, and I can hear it in my head already. Wah! 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 When Baby Mario, flies away and shit.
Yeah.
Number 38, Diablo. I've never played any Diablo game. I was more of a StarCraft, Warcraft kid.
Well, I've played Diablo. Like, the first Diablo game I played was Diablo 3. And I can understand the importance of Diablo, but I can't really say whether Diablo 1 belongs higher on the list or lower on the list. So
right.
I'll go with I agree with its placement. 39,
Banjo-Kazooie. I would say probably put that game up a little bit more, maybe in the 20s.
Okay.
I thought it was a fun game. Number 40, Final Fantasy VIII.
Can't say much about it. I never played it.
I really liked it. I never played it all the way through, but what I did play of it, I really liked. Number 41, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. That's got to be a top 20 game for me as well. D4 isn't bad, by the way. D4. What did we say? D4. What's D4? Kiza? I feel kind of dumb for not knowing what you're talking about. But
Oh, Diablo 4?
Oh! Maybe that's what he's talking about. Yeah, I heard it's been getting shit on by reviews and stuff, so hopefully it's not a bad game.
Yeah.
Star Wars, like I said, Rogue Squadron, that is a great game. I think it does... swap that with Star Fox 64.
Yeah, okay. I could see that.
Pokemon Gold and Silver.
I feel like that one, even though I didn't really play that one, I feel like that one should be higher on the list because I definitely knew a lot of people that really enjoyed Gold and Silver.
Yeah.
Maybe top 30? 35?
I don't know. I never played them all the way through. Yeah, Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Doom 2. I would agree. It's brutal. It is brutally hard.
No.
And
I mean, you did just recently play it. So.
Yeah, it's very fresh in my mind, and a lot of the maps are very convoluted and like difficult for the sake of being difficult. Like there's a lot of levels where shit ain't obvious at all, and you've got to keep fucking running up against the wall, pressing A, hearing your guy go, to figure out where a door is. Number 44, Star Fox. Number 45, Sonic 3. I would say it's probably fair for both of these games. Number 46 is StarCraft, followed by number 47 of Mario Party.
I can agree with the Mario Party one because
that
of
was
the fact...
really loud.
My bad.
Fucker.
I barely tapped.
I know, but I turned up the mic, remember?
Like, Mario Party is definitely, top 50, I could say that, but it's one of those games where it's just fun to play with friends, but it's not really one of the best games.
Right. StarCraft, for me, is a... man, I would fucking put that at, like, 17. I mean, look at... I got the, battle chest right here. I think the disc is actually in the PC right now.
I can't say much because I started with... the first one of StarCraft that I played was StarCraft 2, which for me was a really fun game.
Alright, so keep breezing through here. It's almost 7. We gotta get the ribs started here.
Yeah.
And we've got 163 games to run through, so we're just going to name drop them now. We'll just say agree or disagree. Number 48, Mortal Kombat 3.
I'd say semi-disagree. It should be a little bit higher, but...
I would say lower.
Really?
I wasn't the biggest fan of 3.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Cage wasn't in it. Number 49, Donkey Kong 64. I would say higher.
Yeah, I agree. Higher.
Resident Evil 3 Nemesis at 50. I think that's fine. It's better than the first one. I would say just swap this with the first one.
Alright, yeah. Alright.
Silent Hill, and they have an image of the fucking protagonist from Silent Hill 3. I never played it.
I never played the first one, so I can't really say anything about the first one.
NBA Jam at 52. I have more memories of it at the arcade than I do on console.
Never really played any of the NBA Jam games, so can't really say.
Mega Man X at 53. I would say higher.
Because Mega Man.
Yeah.
It's like...
Crash Bandicoot at number 54. Move that baby up. Agree or disagree?
I'd say, yeah, go up a little bit. Not too much more.
Yeah.
But
Soul Calibur.
agree.
It's good where it is.
Yeah.
Tekken 3 at 56.
Go up a little bit.
I would agree. Metroid
Yeah.
Prime 2, Return of Samus. I never really cared for it.
Me neither.
You know, Sonic Adventure at 58. I would say 58's probably a solid rank for it. You ever play it?
I don't remember much of that one, so can't really say. Duke Nukem 3D, never played it, can't really say.
I would say move it to 69 for shits and giggles. Number 60 is Quake. That's a great game. I loved it.
Yeah, that one should go a little bit higher.
Yeah, Secret of Mana, never played it.
Me neither, so I can't say.
Gran Turismo 2 at 62.
Can't really say. I played like up to... I started off with like 4.
Yeah.
So I can't really say.
63, the first Twisted Metal. I would say that's got to be moved up because that game elevated the car combat genre.
Gran Turismo, can't really say.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics, I've never even heard of that one.
I would get that off of the fucking list. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong. There you go, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Get it off the list. I'm not a fan of that one either.
Aladdin, what?
This has to be talking about the Sega Genesis version, the superior version of this game.
Okay.
It's really good.
Super Castlevania 4, never played it, can't really say.
Great game.
Okay.
In that game, your whip is omnidirectional.
Ooh.
Which is a great help. It's a retelling of the first Castlevania.
Okay.
Number 69, Crazy Taxi!
Oh man, I can't think of that one. I just remember arcade. That's all I remember.
I remember the way the announcer said it and the offsprings. Yeah. Number 70, Spyro the Dragon.
That one needs to be higher on the list.
I think it needs to be lower.
What?
It wasn't my cup of tea, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
Number 71 is Tekken. The first one, I would say that's probably agreeable. The first one's rough around the edges.
Can't really say. Chrono Cross, never played it.
Never played it. Streets of Rage 2 belongs way higher on the list.
I can't say. Final Fantasy 4, can't say either. I hadn't played. I've only played up to 7 and beyond certain ones, so I can't say.
Right. Mega Man 3. I don't think I've ever played 3.
I don't remember if I've played 3 or not. So I
Super
can't say.
Punch Out at 76. I would say that's pretty fair. It's a fun game, but there's not a whole lot to it. Earthworm Jim 77. I would agree. It's a good game, but it's not a great game. 78 F-Zero.
Can't say. Don't remember. I don't think I've ever played that one.
I would say swap that with F-Zero 64. That one's a better version. Star Wars Jedi Knight, Dark Forces 2. I've never played that one.
Me neither.
I've only played Dark Forces. X-Men I'm assuming this is the Genesis game. Needs to be off the list. It's a fun game, but it's very stiff. Like, it is not the greatest. It's not the funnest thing to play. It is dope, though, because you can be Gambit, and that's my homie. Command and Conquer. I never got into it, so sure. Streets of Rage 1 at 82. That's fair. Mega Man X2. Never played it.
We got somebody else joining us. What's up?
Kev called. That seems a bit high for F-Zero SNES. Are you saying that it needs to be closer to number 1 or closer to the end of the list? When people talk about highs or lows on these lists, like, you got to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Because you could say lower, but that means lower in numerical value, or higher. I mean, you know what I'm saying. You pick up what I'm putting down. Number 84, Wave Race 64. I think that's fair. Although the physics and water mechanics were really good in this game. Oh, my dog's acting like a shit. We might have to end this soon. Baldur's Gate, never played it.
Me neither.
Come at me, bro. Killer Instinct.
Oh, that needs to go higher.
Yeah, I would agree.
Way higher.
Wolfenstein 3D. I liked it, but I liked Doom better, to be honest.
Never played Wolfenstein.
SimCity. I would say put it just a tad bit higher.
Can't say. Fallout, can't say either.
I never played the first one. Roller Coaster Tycoon, never played it.
Me neither.
Kirby's Adventure, that one's fun. I would say it's probably right where it needs to be.
Okay. Yeah.
Final Fantasy V, never played it. Soul Reaver.
Dude, that one I can't really say because it's been so long since I played it, but I really want to replay that one. Played that with, like, on my uncle's PS2.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Earthbound, never played it.
Me neither.
Battletoads. You know what? Because of how fucking hard it is, I'm going to say leave it there. Pokemon Stadium. Okay, I need to take my bias out of this, but it is such a fucking good game, it needs to be in the top 20.
Oh, definitely. Fuck yeah.
And I would say the same thing for Crash Bandicoot Warped. If, at the very least, swap the original Crash Bandicoot with Warped, because Warped is, in my opinion, the best of the first 3
Really?
on the PS. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Star Wars Dark Forces, I would say it's probably fine where it is. It's a Doom-like FPS game, yeah.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
Unreal Tournament. I don't think I really ever got into that.
Me neither. Yeah.
TMNT, Hyperstone Heist. You could just get it off the list. Honestly, it's pretty much a reskin of Turtles in Time, but for the Genesis. Earthworm Jim 2.
Can't really say. Yeah.
Golden Axe, yes, belongs on the list. I think placement's probably appropriate. Mega Man X3, never played it.
Me neither.
Shenmue, I would say move up higher because of just what it did for gaming.
I've never played that game. I've never even heard of it.
Oh, it's a Dreamcast game.
Oh, okay.
Final Fantasy 3, never played it. Secret of Monkey Island, I never played the point and clicks that were Monkey Island. I've played, Day of the Tentacle, and so on and so forth, but never got around to Secret of Monkey Island, or any of the Monkey Island games.
Never played.
Super Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. This was a SNES game. I think I have this one, I just haven't played it yet. I don't know. X-Men Mutant Apocalypse, I would say this one you can keep on the list. TIE Fighter, that's a good game.
Ooh, that one looks interesting.
I just don't know if it belongs in this list. Siphon Filter definitely belongs on the list. I would say move it up. You ever play it?
No, I have not played that one.
It's a very fun game. Action, third-person shooter. The Lion King, get it off the fucking list. Get it off. No. It's too fucking hard. Contra 3, yes. Move it way the fuck up, though. Kirby Superstar, I would take it off the list.
I can't really say so.
Streets of Rage 3, take it off the list. Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3. This was a Game Boy game, I believe. This was like Wario's big first outing. I would say you could leave it.
Nah, I've never had the opportunity to play it.
Fallout 2, never played it.
Me neither.
Crash Team Racing, the best kart racer of the 90s. Like, at the very least, swap it with Mario Kart 64. Don't give a fuck what anyone says. It is better. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. That one's acceptable. We can leave it there. Pokemon Snap.
Never played it, but I remember so many people loving that game.
It is a great, relaxing game.
I'm surprised it's that low on the list.
NHL 94. It's apparently the best NHL game. I don't know. It's fucking whatever. Myst. Get it the fuck out of here. I hate that game. Ghouls and Ghosts.
Didn't you tell me about that game a while back?
Ghouls and Ghosts?
I think so.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculously hard. You get hit twice and you're dead.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Ghouls and Ghosts, get rid of it, but put Super Ghouls and Ghosts in its place. Warcraft, Orcs and Humans. Get rid of it because Warcraft 2 is much better. Also came out in the 90s. Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Good game. I would say leave it where it is. Sid Meier's Civ 2. I guess it's important, so we gotta leave it, right?
Yeah, fuck it.
Wipeout, move it up, please, and thank you. Sid Meier's Civilization, whatever, never played it.
A lot of these games I haven't played.
Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, never played it, but I understand its importance. Monkey Island 2, LeChuck's Revenge, never played it.
Same here.
Grim Fandango, I actually despise this point and click.
Really?
Yeah, it's not fun for me. System Shock 2, never played it. Echo the Dolphin, get it the fuck out of here. Get it the fuck out of here. System Shock, Parappa the Rappa, that was a fun rhythm-based game. I'd say it's probably fine where it is. Harvest Moon, leave it there. Lemmings, I never got into it.
I mean, I've played some games that are like based off of it, but I can't really say.
I thought Altered Beast was a game from the 80s.
Really?
I thought so. It was a pack-in game for the Genesis when it first came out, I believe.
Okay.
Magical Quest, get it out of here. Heroes of Might and Magic 3, I'll accept it. Alone in the Dark. Yeah, this belongs on the list, and I think its placement might be alright. Alone in the Dark was the precursor to Resident Evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
It's like the first survival horror game of its kind.
Toe Jam and Earl, can't really say, but I've definitely heard people,
It's fun.
Say it was
Thief,
fun.
never played it.
Same here.
EverQuest, yes, it belongs on here, but where? I don't know. It's a MMO.
Can't really say. Definitely knew people who played it, but can't really say.
Wing Commander, I don't give a shit about that game. Get it off the list. Pilot Wing 64. Pilot Wing games are fun. It can stay on the list. Fire Emblem, never played it.
Me neither, but apparently it has a huge following, so I can't.
Yeah. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. This was a point and click. Never played it. Can't say. Mario Paint, get it off the fucking list. Pilot Wings, leave it. It was a very significant game for the Super FX chip that was utilized on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, shit.
Maniac Mansion 2, Day of the Tentacle. I love this game.
Sounds kinky.
Flight Simulator, yeah, it can stay. Virtual Racing. This was a very technically impressive achievement for the Sega Genesis. I would say leave it.
Nice.
Planescape Torment, never heard of it. Elder Scrolls Arena, never played it.
Damn, Elder Scrolls was out since back then? Fuck.
Yeah. ActRaiser. This is a very good game from what I understand and very impactful. It was a side-scrolling slasher as well as God Simulator.
The fuck?
So it'd switch back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Like over, bird's eye view to this.
Oh, okay.
Comic Zone. God. No. Get it off.
Never even heard of it.
XCOM. UFO Defense. Leave it. Ultima Online. Never played it. Vector Man, leave it. Kid Chameleon, get it off the list. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, get it off the list. And lastly, Seaman. I feel like that was put in there just as a joke.
One of them mentioned Seaman earlier.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so that's the list. We'll be talking about it more at our panel on this upcoming Sunday, August 13th at Game On Expo at 4 p.m. I saw no Ape Escape.
Oh, yeah.
Comic Zone was impossible. Absolutely, 100% agree. So we're running long now, and it is getting late. So we want to say thank you to all who joined us in this week's episode of the NSquared podcast. You can find me on Instagram at nerdynick_91, obviously at this YouTube channel as well. And you can also find me on Twitter or X, whatever it's called, at BuffNerd. You can find Josh deep in the sauce on iFunny looking for all those ooey gooey links.
Oh my god.
He will sub to the OnlyFans.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, thank you to the sponsor, Game On Expo. Follow us as well on Facebook. You can find us with the link provided in the description.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for chatting along with us.
Thank you.
And it's getting late, so we got to get the ribs going.